Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Well, the last couple of days have been just absolutely glorious. Beautiful, bright sun, warmer temperatures. It's been really wonderful. And you can see the bright sun coming in through the window behind me. And I apologize for the glare, but it's kind of refreshing for a change. Today is Thursday, April 18th. This evening at 7:30 will be choir rehearsal in the sanctuary. If you're a member of your family or you are planning on attending a Christian camp, the campership scholarship applications are due in the church office this Friday, the 19th. On Saturday, April 20th, at 7:30 a.m. is the men's breakfast at the Masonic Lodge. Sunday, April 21st, this Sunday, is New Members Sunday. We'll be bringing in 2 new members of the congregation, and we'll also be baptizing 2 young people. So, always a good time, always a lot of fun when we baptize children. At 9 a.m. is Adult Bible Study in the Parish House. At 10, of course, is our worship service, be live and live stream. Immediately following the worship service, the Board of Christian Ed will be meeting in the parlor. Following the church's service, of course, is coffee hour. At noon, at the DPW barn on South Street, there is a celebration of gratitude and honor for Bob Courage and his 70 years of service to the town of Milford. I hope many of you will be there to honor Bob. Monday, April 22nd is Earth Day. Tuesday, April 23rd at 11 a.m. here in the sanctuary will be a funeral service for Jean Ports. Jean was a member of the church, and Jean and her husband were members of the church, and Jean, I know, was active with the Hollyberry Fair and has her family has many fond recollections of their time at the church. On Tuesday from 6:30 to 9 is the Sauhegan Valley Chorus rehearsal. On Wednesday, April 24th, is Administrative Professionals Day, what I would also call Carol Whittier's Day. From 9 to 11 will be Garden Friends, and that evening, that's the Wednesday the 24th, the Church Council will be meeting in the Parish House. It will be a hybrid meeting, and the link will go out that afternoon. We still need people to sign up for coffee hour and for our April potluck. The theme for April's potluck is Mom or Grandma's Favorites. But we could also use some help for people to sign up to host and donate snacks for coffee hour. The sign-up sheets for coffee hours and the potlucks are available during coffee hour and also hanging on the refrigerator in the parish house. Our spring auction will be Saturday, May 4th. You can help out with the spring auction. You can contact either Jim or Janelle George, and they're looking for help with the snack bar, helping people take items to their vehicles, help with setup, help with breakdown, all of that. And I'll mention once again that the Rotary Club's 100 Holes of Golf raffle is on right now. For every ticket that you buy, the church gets $10. So, but you have to buy them through the online link that I've sent out. If you don't have it, if you can't find the link, let me know and I can resend it to you. As I said, for every ticket you buy, and there's some great prizes in that raffle, but for every ticket you buy, the church gets $10. So it's a good deal all the way around. So I was reading yesterday, and was one of the things I was reading is from a book called This I Believe. It was part of the NPR series that short stories or short essays about different things that people believe. And this one of the pieces I read yesterday seemed particularly current. It seemed to apply particularly to what's going on around the country in regards to what people should be allowed to read and what shouldn't be allowed to read. And this particular essay was written by a gentleman by the name of Rick Moody, who's an author of novels and short stories. And Rick writes, I believe in the absolute and unlimited liberty of reading. I believe in wandering through the stacks and picking out the first thing that strikes me. I believe in choosing books based on their dust jacket. I believe in reading books because others dislike them or find them dangerous. I believe in choosing the hardest book imaginable. I believe in reading up on what others have to say about this difficult book, and then making up my own mind. Part of this has to do with Mr. Buxton, who taught me Shakespeare in the 10th grade. We were reading Macbeth, and Mr. Buxton, who probably had better things to do, nonetheless agreed to meet me one night to go over the text line by line. The first thing he did was point out the repetition of motifs. For example, reversals of things. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Then there was the unsexing of Lady Macbeth and the association in the play of masculinity with violence. What Mr. Buxton didn't tell me was that what the play meant. He left those conclusions to me. The situation was much the same with my religious studies teacher in the 11th grade, Mr. Flanders, who encouraged me to have my own relationship with the Gospels. And perhaps he quoted Jesus of Nazareth in the process. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. High school was followed by college, where I read Umberto Eco's Role of the Reader, in which it is said that the time that the reader completes the text, that the text is never finished until it meets this voracious and engaged reader. The open texts, Eco calls them. In college, I read some of the great Europeans and Latin Americans, Borges and Kafka, Genet and Beckett, Artaud and Proust, open texts all. I may not have known why Kafka's Metamorphosis is about a guy who turns into a bug, but I know that some said cockroach and others European dung beetle. There are those critics, of course, who insist that there are right ways and wrong ways to read every book. No doubt they arrived at these beliefs through their own adventures in the stacks. And these are important questions for philosophers of every stripe. And yet I know only what joy and enthusiasm about reading have taught me, in bookstores new and used. I believe there is not now and never will be an authority who can tell me how to interpret, how to read, or how to find the pearl of literary meaning in all cases. Nietzsche says, supposing the truth is a woman, what then? Supposing the truth is not hard, fast, masculine, simple, or direct. You can spend a lifetime thinking about this sentence and making it your own. In just this way, I believe in the freedom to see literature, history, truth unfolding ahead of me like a book whose spine has just now been cracked. I thought that gave me a whole lot to think about, and I hope it did you too. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Well, as I said, it's been a busy few days and a busy few more coming up. I hope you'll be participating in much of it. I hope you enjoy this weather as it comes. I understand there's going to be some rain coming before much longer, but we've seen the signs of spring. Hallelujah. So until I see you again, take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And God bless you.